Good morning. It is Monday the 11th and I'm getting this recording in really early, even though I could be editing the next lot of days from 6 till 10, because we've got a workman coming today. We've got a contractor that is hopefully, fingers crossed, going to finally fix the 2 upstairs windows. So for any long time viewers, you know we've had a lot of issues with this flat, primarily this window right here. But turns out there's issues with the windows literally above me and then in our bedroom. So the 2 bedrooms. And basically what it is the mastic on the outside of the window that keeps it weatherproof is not really there. Which just makes me laugh because it explains why there's mold, there's damp, and it's really, really Baltic in the bedroom directly above me. That, and there's a huge hole above the window. So we've got a guy coming out from Edinburgh because the contractor in the area has been messing us around for literally the last 6 months, if not longer. And I finally put my foot down and was just like, we have -5 degrees weather and you want us to continue to wait for your original contractor. Not happening. Find somebody else. They're clearly taking the piss now. I want this dealt with. Like, this is affecting our health. So we have someone coming all the way out from Edinburgh who is more than happy to take the job. At the end of the day, they get paid. They can probably charge for like fuel and the time they're spent driving. So you're looking at like an hour and a half each way. So that's depending on traffic. So you're looking at maybe up to 4 hours worth of travelling time that they could probably charge. So this guy is meant to be coming at any point now. He said he'd be here between 9:30 and 10. So that's why I'm getting this in early, because I'm gonna have someone either on a ladder at the front of the building or they're going to be inside the flat. I don't actually know. Day 11. Oh, I am terrible at opening these. Ooh, we're on to the oranges. Excuse me. So let's see if I can get this. It'll do. I'll turn it around for the last lot of days together. So yeah, it's going to be interesting having a workman and then having work, because of where my desk is. You can technically see the screen from the window. So I'm going to be really, really careful and just continuously lock the screen of my computer, which is fine as long as I give my supervisor a heads up. But yeah, that's what's happening today. Hopefully the contractor will get everything fixed, fix the mastic, fill up that hole upstairs, and that room will become way less cold. It'll still be cold. We are the end of a row of flats, so that wall is an outside wall, so we get, like, all our rooms are cold because we're at the end. We don't have another flat beside us to kind of sandwich us in. But yeah, I just wanted to get this in early. Now I can either log on early and do my work and then edit the video on my lunch, because I've got a feeling with the contractor I'm going to be kind of like dashing away and I don't want my work to be annoyed. So if I give them 25 extra minutes, then the amount of time I'm going to be away from my desk when the guy turns up should kind of cancel each other out. So yeah, hopefully today will go quickly. The guy will be done quickly, because obviously it gets dark starts getting dark at 3, but isn't really dark until about 4 currently. So yeah, today could be interesting. So this is day 11 and day 10 and 9, and I don't think I showed 8, but like, don't they just go so well? This first one looks black. It's not black. Hello. I realise now that it's almost 10 o'clock that I haven't checked in since first thing this morning. The contractors for the windows turned up and it was good news, bad news. They fixed what they could, putting more sealant around some of the windows. The hole above the window, turns out, is in the stonework and something they cannot touch. And on top of that, they've found some cracks in the concrete that they're going to send photos to our letting agent about because they think it needs looked at. And they're also like, yeah, so what we're seeing with windows isn't the cause of any damp or mold or anything like that. So that's something completely different you need to deal with. We also recommend you get your drains cleaned because they're like the gutters, because they're like full. So cue me going on Facebook trying to find a company that will come out, because we're technically, where the gutters are is on the 3rd floor. But I managed to find someone. They're coming out on Wednesday and they're doing a December deal, so it's only going to cost 25 quid. And apparently my letting agent will get the money reimbursed to us if we pay and then send them the invoice. So the letting agent will bill the landlord and we'll get the money back. So that's quite nice. I was all willing to just pay the £25. So yeah, I had a really good day in work today. I was very, very, very productive. I love those kind of days. I was not very productive when it came to any sort of crafts. But hey ho, I've been tucked up in bed, nice and cozy. I'm going to swap hands because my other hand is seizing up. Yeah, tucked up in bed, nice and cozy for at least the last hour, listening to an audiobook and just scrolling online. But I think I'm going to swap once I get to the end of a chapter on the audiobook and change to my Kindle book and then read a wee bit more of oh goodness, I'm so bad at remembering titles. No, don't flip the Kindle that way. So it's A Light in the Flame. So it's book 2 of A Flesh and Fire. But once I finish book 2, I need to get my hands on book 3 because I don't have it. Ugh. But yeah. Today has been a good day overall. But I'm very happy to be tucked up, cozy and warm. Work tomorrow, probably the same thing, to be honest, which does not bother me. I felt like I got so much done. I was in the zone. So that's good. And it's also one day closer to being on annual leave. But yeah, I put up Vlogmas day 6 to 10 and it was over like 5 hours before I realised that I had left the video up as private. Goes to show just how distracted I've been all day, just between working and the contractors and emailing our letting agent about it. So it's been an interesting day. But yeah, I'm gonna go continue to relax and chill and reply to my friend who's just messaged, because she's really encouraging me to get to the gym and look after my body, because I'm not doing that. So Scott's looking to get a gym membership, and with his gym membership I can get a day pass for 1 day every single week. And I just think that's going to be a really great start for me, because I'm very anxious about going to the gym, between being quite overweight and also my body being quite temperamental, and just general anxiety. Like, I have absolute general anxiety, and going new places where I feel like I might be judged and also not be able to do something because my body limitations. So we'll see, but she's messaging and I know she's just going to be super, super supportive, and I'm just thankful for her. So thank you, Teresa. But yeah, I'm going to go continue my book. Well, I'm going to continue my audiobook till I get to the end of a chapter, and then I'm going to go read my book. Good morning. It is Tuesday the 12th. I really didn't want to get out of bed this morning. My alarm's set for like 8:30. And I snoozed it, which is only for like 10 minutes. But somehow I still lost 30 minutes, and the next thing I know it's 9 o'clock. So, whoops. I was meant to walk over to the pharmacy this morning, pick up my prescription, but that did not happen. I may or may not do it on my lunch. We'll see what the weather's doing. I don't really want to get soaking wet, but you never know. I actually do have to go out of the house on Thursday, as you know. So if I'm walking to the train station, I'll pick it up on Thursday. If somehow it manages to go in with Scott's lunch, which I doubt, then I will need to pick it up another day. I need to check all the times for getting the train to Glasgow to then get the bus on time, whilst then at some point meeting my sister. So I don't know. His lunch was never really planned, so I'm probably just going to have to walk up with my little mini suitcase. But I don't want to take a backpack and then like my standard bag. I'd rather like wheel a pathetic little suitcase and then be able to put it in the storage of the bus. Okay, day 12. Ooh. Oh, that's such a gorgeous orange. So we have a neon orange, which makes me extremely happy. If I hold it back here, it might look a wee bit more neon. And then next to our, oh no, I'm stuck. It's stuck on crochet hooks. Next to our darker orange, this looks really great. Let's feed that through there. Like, even just those last three look fantastic together. Like, all of it looks great. Like, absolutely all of it looks fantastic. If we try and roll it into some sort of... I wonder if I could actually do this without it falling apart. That'd be amazing. Doesn't really look that good, does it? But yeah, it's looking fantastic. I'm really, 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 really chuffed with this advent. Yeah. I still have not finished getting all the pieces for the axolotl crocheted. I still have 3 antennae to go, and then the 3 fins, or the tail, is apparently they put it on the pattern. Shows how much I paid attention. So hopefully that will be done today, and then I can locate my safety eyes. I think they're in the unit behind you. Yes, I am trying to get as much wear out of this Christmas jumper as I can this year, because I didn't get it last year. But yeah, I need to locate the safety eyes, finish up that axolotl today. I'd like to get that done. Would like to get the second sock from my dad cast on, because the bus to Edinburgh is roughly an hour and a half, and I get really bad travel sickness, so I'm going to have like my travel bands on. I'm going to take my travel sickness tablet, but having something to focus on whilst I am in a position where I do start feeling a bit nauseous. Having something to focus on is a great help, and I can't read on a bus. That just makes it 10 times worse. I used to be able to, because I used to get the bus to college whenever I had college. I was going to say every day back then, but it's like 3 days a week. I used to read in the bus and I was absolutely fine, but I also went through several years of not getting travel sick, and I miss those days. I now have to get prescription travel sickness tablets because the over-the-counter ones make me feel even worse. So, yay me! I have just under, I'd say 50 minutes. I keep saying like 20 to take it to the hour, but we're normally meant to be logged on before that to start work on the hour. Or whenever we start. So I think I've got about 15 minutes and I could maybe get one antenna done in that time. I shall see if I can. So I'm going to stop this. Might record a wee bit of the footage of me making one and speed it up though, just for the sake of content. Talk to you later. So this is what one of the antennae look like when it's done. Don't really look like anything, so you just squish it down. And then we're going to have 3 of these at each side of the head. Right, it is now 9:53. I do have to get logged on for work, so here goes the work day. 2 more days to go and then I'm off on having a leave. 2 more days. But that also means I have 2 days to try and get as much work done as I can to then pass it off to the girl that trained me and hope to God I've been doing it right this last week, and explain my work method, which is different from her work method. So fingers crossed. When you randomly get a knock at the door and there's flowers for you, they're from Scott. Oh my goodness, they're gorgeous. Aww. Hello. I should always learn to clear my throat before I hit record. It is much later in the evening. We went out to Asda to get some small amount of shopping. I needed stuff for my lunches throughout the week and didn't record anything. The weather got real yucky while we were out, so it was out, get stuff, get home. And then Scott and I kind of done like our own separate things this evening. He was watching some program that he knew I wouldn't enjoy, and I was working on this little cutie. I got it finished. The pattern has like detail, so like eyebrows and some like cheek like blushing, but honestly I don't think this needs it, and especially considering it is going to a little one, I don't want to risk any of the threads getting loose and coming away, so I'm not going to put any on. I thoroughly enjoyed making this, and then I got a wee bit hesitant. I was going to say scared, but scared's not the right word. Hesitant when it came to the fins, or the tail as they put it in the pattern, because this is what they class as surface crochet. So this, unlike all the other pieces were crocheted individually and then attached, this was crocheted onto the body and made on the body. And I've never done surface crochet before, so that was new to me. And the pattern had terminology in it that I really had to hunt high and low to find out what that terminology was. And it wasn't easily accessible information. And I'm pretty sure had I bought the actual pattern instead of using the free version on the blog, well, I hope if you were to have bought the actual pattern instead of using the free one on the blog, the information would have been much more readily available. But I really had to go hunting for the terminology, which was a pain in the arse, because I was just like, this is literally the last part I had to do, apart from assemble it all and sew all the pieces on. So that was annoying, and I don't know if the designer is even aware of how much you have to hunt for that information on the blog version. So I might drop them a little message and say, by the way, this isn't listed on your abbreviations on the pattern, and it took a lot of searching for me to find it on this link. Maybe you want to update it, or maybe you should link out to that. I don't know. So it's done. I'm going to get a photo of it in the morning and send it to my colleague. I'm pretty sure they actually live really not that far from me, so hopefully I'll be able to get it dropped off to them. I don't want to say this week, maybe at the weekend, just because I do have my packing to do for going to Edinburgh, and then I don't know, I will not be able to get it done on Thursday. I'm not going to put any pressure on myself to get it to them on Friday. I have plans on Saturday, and then Sunday is really the only day I could do it this week. So we'll see what their availability is, and then kind of cross-check it against my availability. But yeah, it's done, and I am now going to go to bed, because I struggled to get out of bed this morning. Don't know if I said that. I think I did. So I'm going to go treat myself to an early night, because it is only 11:15. I say only. Some people would be in bed by now, but not me. So yeah, I'm going to go to bed. I will talk to you tomorrow. keys should be here. Good afternoon. I haven't recorded earlier today because I went out to the pharmacy first thing this morning, and then we had people round to clean the gutters on the property, and then I had work. So welcome to the 13th, day 13, which is Wednesday. I knock off for work in 2 hours? 2.5 hours. I finish up work for 2 days. Oh, can't wait. Alright, number 13. There we go. Oh, come on. Oh, I keep ripping these really badly. Alright, okay. We're just gonna go with it. I've done a really bad job with that one, but it's okay. Ooh, that's pretty. There's definitely, I'm seeing the colour on the screen and it's a lot more orange. This is actually a lot more yellow. Let's see. That doesn't help. Oh, avalanche of yarny things. So I wonder if by doing that, no, it's still coming out quite orange on my screen. I will turn the camera around afterwards and you can see it, just so that you get like a true colour representation. But yeah, what a morning so far. The guys came around on the gutter. They were really quick. They were really good. Talked to him about a couple of things just so like as a heads up. I was like, hey, just watch, there's like a flat roof there that's got a ton of water in it, so just be careful. Waiting on getting someone out to kind of clear that on the car. He's like, oh, we can do that. And I was like, I get the guy was after like trying to get more work. Kudos to him, but I kind of made it clear like I can't make that deciding factor. But he did find that like one of our downpipes, literally kind of like behind me, there's a downpipe, is broken and damaged. So I've sent that off to our letting agent, who isn't going to appreciate all my emails recently because I emailed Monday to let them know that apparently some cracks in the concrete has been found and that the hole above the window has nothing to do with the window itself, but is actually a hole in the stonework. So that needs fixed. And then we already had on the list for the council to come out and fix the pipe at the back on the flat roof so that the water filters out, and the fact that probably the waterproofing has come away from the wall due to the weight of all the water that won't go away. So I did kind of apologise for the fact the list doesn't seem to be getting any smaller, but I haven't heard from her because it's not exactly like things are our fault. These are all external problems. So hopefully we can get those fixed soon. Council isn't due out to look at them until the 17th of January, I think it is. But I don't know if they'll look at the downpipe, the cracks in the concrete, and the hole above the window. So we will see, because that now means instead of 2 things they're coming out for, they're now coming out for 5. But touch wood, which is what you're sitting on, they'll fix it because apparently the landlord pays for them to maintain the property. So, because this is an ex-council building. Well, no, a lot of the other people in this property, or this line of properties, are council renters. So I don't know if the council just sold just one off or something. I don't know. But yeah, we will see. Haven't done any crafting today, but I am probably going to, sorry, I keep kind of shifting. I'm going to start my dad's second sock so that I've got something to work on the bus tomorrow. Again, kind of goes into that conversation of trying not to get travel sick. And then tonight, if not, I might start that tonight, and just now I might go pack my suitcase because I don't want to put everything in a backpack and then still have to carry my bag with like my purse and umbrella, that kind of thing in it. So I'm just going to take like a really small suitcase with me. So is my sister, so that's cool. I'm not going to be the only one looking like a bit of a nugget walking around Glasgow with a suitcase. But yeah, I think I'll go do that now so I don't have to do it tonight. And then tonight I can just get cozy and comfy and cast on the second sock from my dad. So yeah, 5 minutes of a catch up. Maybe I'll show you some crafting stuff later. Who knows? So as you can see in this video, that last one's a lot more yellow than it was showing just a moment ago. So we've got a nice deep kind of jewel tone orange. Then we've got the more neon orange, and then this yellow, which definitely has undertones of orange. So I'm not trying to say it's not orange at all. I'm just saying that from what you could see earlier, it was showing as a lot more orange on the screen. But it's actually like this really gorgeous yellow with undertones of orange. So yeah, it's looking really good. I cannot wait to see what everything comes out with, like what all the colours are. And just whilst I'm standing, I'm actually going to weigh one of these. I still haven't weighed them to see. I'm pretty sure it's only 10 grams, but still, I still haven't done it. So yeah, 10 grams. That's what I thought. So I need to have a think about what I'm going to make with this one. I think the DK one I got last year was 20 grams, and I was going to make a sweater or jumper, whatever you want to call it. So, time to put the thinking cap on for this one. I'm such a child.
I don't have control of creators right now.
Say hi, babe.
Hi, babe.
Hold on. Something's not right. Open barrel. World tree roots found in Odin's dance. That's how he did it.
Hello. It's Thursday the 14th, and I am up. I am ready to go. I've got my suitcase packed. It's 11:11. Happy angel numbers. I have just made a cup of tea, my first one of the day. Slept in till 10, and that felt great. Honestly, it felt great. I had the weirdest dream ever though, that my best friend, who has 2 little girls, had a boy. But not baby boy. Like, this was like at least a 10 or 11-year-old. So that was interesting. So yeah, got about another 40 minutes that I'll be in the house. Then I'm going to start walking up to the train station, and everything is ready and prepared. I leave at about 10 to 5 to 12. I am on the 12:33 train. This gives me plenty of time to go buy my ticket, sit down, get myself kind of back in breath, because cold weather really aggravates my asthma. So I have my inhalers packed. From there, I then have a slow walk up to the bus station, where I am meeting my sister at 1:20 to get like juice and snacks for the bus. I'll probably buy like a sandwich or something, because I'm not eating before I go out. And then we are at the bus station, which is right beside where we're going for snacks, at 1:30 for our bus at 1:45, which should get us into Edinburgh at approximately 3, given traffic. And then from there, I think we're going to go drop our stuff off at the hotel and maybe go wander the markets. 100% no idea. After we get on that bus and we arrive in Edinburgh, I don't know what the plan is. I just know that we've decided roughly where we're going for dinner, which is in the Edinburgh Street Foods area. And then we are at the theatre tonight for the showing of Wicked. And yeah, whatever else happens today is a mystery. Let's do the calendar. Day 14 is up here. Ooh, bright neon yellow, my favorite. It's very yellow and like it's more yellow than my glasses. So yeah, these are awesome. So this is awesome. I will turn it around and show you, and I'll maybe see if it can catch like the true colour, because it's one of those neon colours. It's the same as the axolotl. When I try and get a photo of the axolotl, it just blows it out completely and it looks awful. So we'll see how we get on capturing this. But I have packed up my sock knitting project for my dad. I don't really have space to take anything else. I just need something to kind of keep me busy on the bus. Once I arrive in Glasgow, I will take my Once I arrive in Glasgow, I will take my travel sickness tablet. But I also put on my travel bands before I go, so I don't forget to put them on. Because like once I get car sick or travel sick, that's me for the day. I'm out. I just want to rest and just kind of try and get through it. I don't like continuing on with things because it just makes it worse. So last thing I want to do is get travel sick before a theatre showing. So we'll see how the day goes, but I hope you will enjoy coming along with me for today and tomorrow's adventure. Yes. Hi. You guys say hi? Hi.
Can't even see it. It's just going to be me going like this.
Hi everyone, it is Friday the 15th, in case you can't tell I'm home from Edinburgh. I think I've got like maybe one clip from already today, and that was us sitting in the Waterstones Cafe, which is on Princess Street of Edinburgh. And then yeah, like that's literally the only other clip I think I've taken today. It was a lot more chilled this morning. I've also only had 3 hours of sleep between 6 a.m. and 9 a.m. I am tired. Look at the bags under my eyes. I am very much looking forward to sleep tonight. Right, let's do the yarn first. 15. There it is. Slip bang in the middle. Oh my god, I opened these like an ape. Ooh, this is interesting. It's kind of looks like glow in the dark. I don't know if this is gonna maybe. It really does look like a kind of glow in the dark. That is really cool. So the last color we had was neon yellow, and then that's our next one. I actually really like this as it's a standalone color. Mind you, if there's like a neon lime green, it's gonna blow out the park for me. You know I all love a neon lime green. So yeah, that's really, really interesting. I really want to see if it goes in the dark. I really want to, there's the Boneyard sweater that has skeletons on it, and I really want to knit it, the skeletons in glow in the dark yarn, but being on a yarn ban makes that very difficult. So don't know why I brought that up. I'm still on a yarn ban. Right, Edinburgh. Hayley and I went to go see Wicked yesterday, which, considering I'm not the biggest musical fan, I thought it was awesome. I really, really thoroughly enjoyed it. The hotel we stayed at was a pleasant surprise. It was tucked off of the main road. So you got Princess Street that then goes into like it's literally on the tip of my tongue. I don't know. And it's literally at the foot of Carlton Hill. And it was such a lovely hotel. The lift terrified me. Like it started beeping and the doors went open. I was like, oh my god, like if we broke the lift. I still don't know what happened. So we checked in, dumped our bags, and then we went around some of the shops. We went around the market. We went for dinner. We went to Edinburgh Street Food, where I probably had the best chicken katsu curry ever. And then we were sat outside because there wasn't many seats inside, and so it got to the point where we were both absolutely frozen solid. Even though people came around offering blankets, we had coats on, we had scarves, I had my hat. It just got to the point where it just got to your fingers too bad. So we just headed over to the Edinburgh Playhouse early. Then that was us from, like, the show started at 7:30. I think we got out about 10:30, and then we just headed back to the hotel. Hayley and I done our own wee thing for a wee bit, and then we both ended up reading on our Kindle because we're both quite into our reading at the moment. So she was reading her book. I ended up finishing my book between 2 a.m. and 6 a.m. I just couldn't sleep. And then managed to get some sleep between 6 and 9. Then our alarm went off, and that was the start of our day basically. We went for breakfast. We went back to the hotel, collected our luggage because Hayley and I both had a wee suitcase each. And then we decided to walk all the way along Princess Street to go to their Waterstones. Not that it'd be different from what we can get in Glasgow, but it was just nice to walk along Princess Street at a really leisurely pace. And then we went back to the bus. We got stuck in traffic and I got pretty bad car sick, or travel sick, because I wasn't in a car. So I was just kind of trying to breathe through that. So I didn't get much knitting done. This is like literally all that is on the sock, and I think I left the house yesterday with like this much completed. So I really haven't done too much. But yeah, Scott came picked me up at the train station and now I'm home. Don't know what our plans are for the rest of the day, but that's Scott coming down, and since I've barely said 2 words to him in person, I'm going to start recording so that I can talk to him. I will chat with you later.